Hello everyone, welcome to day 254 of playing chess every day for you. Let's find the game. I start with e4 here. We get e5, so we can play an Italian here. I have to play d3 here. I'll play b4 here. Then a4. I could bring my queen to attack this now. If they castle though, there'll be no attack down there. I'll just develop my bishop for now. We've castled on the same side. I could put my knight on f5, which would be a very good square. I'd be able to have pressure on the bishop. I could also just develop my knight now, my other knight. But I think I'll go for this square. But now if they move the knight, my knight will be hanging. So yeah, that's just a silly move from me. Now I can't even really afford to jump in. They just win a pawn here. Not good for me. But it does open up lines for my queen and bishops to come in, so they do win a pawn. If I take the pawn and they recapture, I wish I had a check here, picking up the bishop, but it's actually defended. I think for now I'll just try to bring another knight into the game. Pin this pawn to the king, which would let me take here. That could be very good. I could actually go for that with queen to f3, queen g3, and then take. Queen f3, queen g3 is a strategy to win a pawn. And weaken their king quite a lot. Back, but the knight cannot jump in. If I go here, the knight can go here. But then I can bring my own in. They've also locked their bishop out now. And can't I just take here now? Because if they take, I take here. That also definitely works. And if they don't take, I just win the pawn. They develop their knight forward. I can just drop back now. This is also pinned to the king, so the knight could be hanging. So I can definitely go here, and if they take my bishop, I can go here. If they take my bishop, I take here with check. This is pinned to the king, so I have to remember that. If I go here, let me see. If I go here, they can temper my queen like this, which is very bad. And maybe that's why I shouldn't try to attack their knight on this square, just because of this move. That's a problem, so I think I'll just go back for now. If they temper me, I just go back. They're probably trying to kick my bishop away. But if I go here and they go here, I can actually take here. And if they take, I can leave and then I'm attacking their pawn. So I'm attacking the knight right now, so I'll definitely go for that. Although if I go here and they go here, that's very annoying for me. But then I guess I can't move my queen, but I can play f2 to have an escape square, so f4 is interesting. f4 actually looks strong. I'm bringing another piece into the attack, which is the rook. Obviously, if they kick me away, I just take the knight. And if they take, I just drop back. Then this is hanging. I like the move f4. It's just supported by 3 pieces. And I can just open up my pieces completely. That move doesn't actually stop me from being able to take the knight. Maybe they are looking for this. But I just go ahead and take here. I can take with the bishop here, so that's not really a good move from them. But if I take the pawn, that's actually a good move. My queen is hanging now. If I take like this, they can hit me with this. And then I'll probably give up my bishop. So, yeah, I'll probably just give up my bishop if they play c6. If they don't play c6, they are completely losing the game. Okay, so now I have to sacrifice my bishop because I'm losing the piece anyway once I move my queen. So it's best if I just take like this. Obviously the rook has to take here, not the queen. That's a good move. Now I can go for this move, bishop in. What I can also do is play for f4 now. I could also develop my knight in. I'll bring my rook to the d file, which looks very good for me. My queen should be safe for now. And obviously knight c4 attacks the b pawn and also looks to jump into d6. I can take and take here. Can I? If I take and they take and we trade like this. I'm already up material, so it's probably best for me to take. They can't take with the queen. This is hit. I can't defend it. But if they take here, I have this move. I'm hitting the rook. And I'm also probably threatening this. Let me see, if I go here and they take, that hits my rook. That's not good. I could get behind the pawn. I can't take, unfortunately. I can always get behind the pawn and that should be fine. Then they can attack my knight. I'll defend the pawn, I think. I can play knight b3, which threatens to take. And if they push, I just jump in. Knight b3, I'm looking to take with my bishop. And that would weaken the rook. I could lock this pawn from moving. They get behind and defend their pawn, but I'm still attacking it. Although I don't really want to give two pieces for a rook at the moment. Instead, I think I'll try to bring my rook in. If I go here though, they can take instantly, which is not good. I'll bring the other rook into the game. Their rook slides up, but that wasn't my plan. They've blocked themselves from. So now I can pin the bishop to the queen. Like this. And if they allow me to double up here, that would be very bad for them. Rook a7, rook b1 over here. Doubling up on this looks really powerful. They move their bishop, but they are not actually attacking this pawn. They're trying. That does hit my queen though. I can take here though. Also, I can just take the rook, because if I take the rook and the bishop takes, that's a bad move from them, in my opinion. Now if I take the rook, all they can really do is take my queen. Then I take their queen. That's just a bad move from them. We simply trade. Now I'm trying to. I don't want this to be attacked, so I think I'm going to push it. I have to keep this defended, unfortunately. I want everything on dark squares so the light squared bishop's weak. If I can bring my rook in here, that'll be very good. I'll be able to attack this. They hit my knight. But I have a very nice move here. Knight to f3, because if they take the pawn, I can take here, and it's a fork. So I'm also hitting the bishop straight away. My back rank's protected. If they take here, I have this. They defend it, it's a good move. Now this is hanging. If they take here, I just go here. Let me see, if I take here and they take here. I take here, they take here. I take here, if they take here. I can move my knight. I don't have many good squares for the knight, but the knight is protected, so maybe I can just leave it here for now. I always have this bishop move to defend the bishop and the pawn. They are not threatening to take the knight, even though that weakens my structure, which is annoying, but it's not a big problem. I could drop back, but I don't think I have to. I can stop bringing my rook into the game probably to attack this. Although I cannot play rook b1 at the moment. Instead, I can slide my rook up to attack the bishop like this, which I think is okay. Although that would hang back rank mate, so actually I think I need to play g3. h3 is safe, although I'll play h3. Then I can play rook a4. And if they check me, I just move. They go back, that's a good move. But now coming into b6 looks very good for me. So I think that's what I'll go for. If they ever push this pawn, they're attacking two things though. So I should probably move my knight. I don't have any good squares for it. But I'll just go back to the back rank, I think. Actually, knight to h2 gives me an option to come to here, so the rook comes in to hit the pawn, but I can just protect it with this move. If they push, they are attacking this. But I can actually go ahead and play rook c1, and if they take, I just take rook here. They can hit my rook. I can just slide it up and I'm fine. I can also try to attack this. Knight g4 looks like a good move, just controlling this. They push. But I can just take. If the bishop takes, it's actually a check though. I could get out of the way. Knight g4, I'm also protecting this. So if they take, I just take. Knight g4, I'm also attacking this. Knight g4 seems to be way. If they push, I just take. If they take, I take with the knight. This seems completely fine. And here I take with the pawn. Or maybe I take with the knight, just to have a strong piece there. If they remove it, I just take. Okay, so they go for this. This lets me take with the king, actually. I have the option of that. But I don't like that they have this check, so I'll take. I'm tempoing their rooks, they don't even have this. They go for this, I just take the rook. The rook goes back. I have this move tempoing the bishop and trying to go here. If they check me, or if they hit my rook, I just slide up, I think. Or slide over. Yeah, I can definitely play this move. I always have c5 as an option. And there, I think I win a pawn there, so. Although knight here, they have discoveries on my knight, which is really bad. Knight here. Although the discoveries are with the rook, so. If I go here, the best move they can play. It's probably to temper my rook. I could come in for this. And just try to pressure them over here. Knight e4 looks dangerous, but I really like the move. I could push, and then the rook has to move, and then I can just play a move like c4. I'll go for this. I'm taking a risk here. I'm hitting the bishop, trying to get to c5. Luckily for me, they don't have checks, and it's a rook that they're moving. And I don't think they can hold on to this pawn if I get to c5. A move they do have is pinning my knight to my rook. Rook e5 is strong, very strong. Rook e5. Now I see that if I push the pawn, I'm defending my rook, but I don't want to lose my knight. I can't go back to defend the rook. I could push to make sure my rook is protected, but I'm losing the piece. Really bad. If I take, they take. And they're just up material. This is really bad. I can't give up the exchange, but then I'm losing. I definitely don't want to give the piece. Now material's equal. I've completely blundered the game away with this silly move. But I'm actually not that upset about it. I can play knight f4 and then come here. Just trying to kick the bishop away. Knight f4, and the rook has to move anyway right now. They're not hitting anything over here, so they are trying to win this. I can protect this by pushing it. Just play everything on dark squares. I check, I just move. They push. Now I can't play for this. Although first I need to play this. I can't play rook e3, knight e4 because they can't actually win anything over here. I could play for this. If I go here, they don't have this check luckily. And if I go here, yeah, they don't have any checks, so I'm fine there. And I can get to this square, which is good. Yeah, I'll definitely go here for now. No checks. d4 is a good square. I'm just trying to get up here to take this. Okay, so they're going for this square. And that's a good check that they might have. I can just hit their rook now though. I can also stop them coming to that square with this move. This move prevents the check. It does allow for this though. This is a dark square, so I think I should be fine. Although I'm really messing around here, I need to slow down. I mean, I probably just run my king. They hit my pawn, but I can hit their bishop. Well, I can't really hit their bishop because if I do, the pawn will fall. I can go here. They have to move their rook again and repeat moves. I have to defend this pawn. I'll hit the bishop like this. They do have this check, but I just run. I'm very down on the clock, so I need to play quicker now. They give a check, I can just move. If they go here, I just go here. If they go here, I can definitely just take. I don't see what they're going for here. I have this move. It's not a fork. I can come in here and slowly try to win the pawn, although it's really protected. I can go here and then try to push. I'll just drop back probably. Although activating my king is always good. As much as possible. I don't want to drop back. Don't want to play weak moves. I'm down on the clock here. It's just very bad. I can't hit the bishop at the moment. I can't really trap the rook either. I think I'll just slowly run my king up to try to win the pawn. I can attack this though. They give me a check. I can actually block here. But I don't think blocking is good. I think I'll just run up here. And attack this. They remove their king. I don't have any checks, unfortunately. I also can't step here. What I can do is push. I can push, because if they check me, I take the rook. They can go for this, but I take first with a check, so... They take. I can take. I've removed their pawn that was on this side of the board, so I don't have to worry about that now. I could focus on just running my king now. It would take me 3 moves to attack the pawn, and their bishop's in the way still, so can't do that. I can just drop back to defend. They run their king. I do have this move. If they step here, I would love to say I have a fork, but I don't. If I step here, they don't have actually any checks. They move their bishop. I can go here to hit the rook. Although their king can start coming in, which is probably bad. Although they have to move the rook first, so that's good for me. I'll hit the rook like this. I have to make quick moves anyway, so... I'll just repeat moves. They go back. That's okay. Now I think I have to just make a move. Any move really. Maybe threaten a fork. They give me a check. I can just move. King over. I can tempo the rook. Rook down, I can just keep tempoing the rook. Although then they can pin my knight. That's a terrible move. Instead I'll go this way. Yeah, I'll just go this way. Now I just need to keep making quick moves, so I'll probably stop talking. They defend. And actually blunder checkmate, wow, okay. Except if I go here. It's almost checkmate, so. And they actually had mate there, which I didn't see, so fine. Let's have a look at this game here. It was an incredibly boring endgame, and it was actually completely drawn until I blundered. So, let's see this. The opening was fine, we played the Italian again. Obviously I lost the pawn here. The best move here was to come in here for fork, because the pawn is pinned. That's fine, that's fair. I guess the knight's hanging, and then I can just take a piece and then the knight. Their best move is knight to f6. Knight f6 is their best move. This one, to save that piece. And I take the... I guess I take the rook. That's the only move that works, that's fine. This is quite good for me, I win a pawn back. That's a blunder which gives me the knight. That's a huge blunder from them. I sacrificed the bishop, I should have actually gone back. Wow, why didn't I just go back? I had to keep a piece on the board. That's bad from me. There was no need for the sacrifice. This was all okay. This was fine, it wasn't that bad. It's just a fair trade. Yeah, this was a terrible move that probably lost me the game. Knight to e4, they just get to pin my knight. And I have to give up the exchange. Now this endgame is very drawable. And I actually play very, very well. Except for that one time I played king to g4, which looks like it lost me the game. I even win the pawn at one point. Yeah, king to g4 blunders mate in 2. I did see it too late. Oh wow, this is mate in 2. King h4, rook h2 mate. I missed this, to be honest. And the second I played king to g4, I knew I was in big trouble because of their bishop. If there was no bishop, this would be a safe move. They actually allowed me to escape here, but I completely blundered. I had to give a check here. But I think doesn't this just give up material? Okay, that's fair for them winning the endgame. That's a fair win. I just blundered at the end. The game was actually a draw. I couldn't have got more than a draw from this game, really. And I definitely wouldn't have. My biggest mistake this game wasn't losing the game at the end. In my opinion, it was this knight move. It was very, very bad. Knight e4 is a terrible move. I gave up my entire win. I was winning by 1 pawn, according to valuation. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.